Ian, I'm not really sure where to begin in what we've just witnessed this afternoon. Where to start? Can you chat us through the 90 minutes and some quite astounding key moments?
Yeah, thought we started the game really well. A couple of really good early chances. The ball didn't quite fall for us and conditions were really difficult in the game, and saying that the quality wasn't good enough, and then we scored a really good goal, really good passing, really good movement, and we're going to half time probably deservedly ahead in the game. Come out second half and we're fairly comfortable as well. We get that second goal, which I thought we needed. At the time I thought we needed a third, and that proved to be correct, and we went 2-0 up, and I've seen it too many times David this season. We go a wee bit complacent, we think we're a wee bit too good for the opposition, and this league is really difficult, and football is so cruel at times. So this is a disappointing game for us, in terms of scoreline, and we can look at maybe down the line and say the point's all right, but at the moment it doesn't feel like that for me, and it doesn't feel like that for the players. But it's all on us, because how we can be 2-0 up against a team that's near the bottom of the league at home and cruising in the game and come out that with a 2-2 draw is just it's bewildering.
The kind of script of mayhem is something that we're quite used to here at Starks Park, but it moves up another level with a goal of kind of outrageous quality ultimately by Ali Adams. What impact should that have had in the team, and what impact will that have in the team in terms of watching something that will go worldwide viral now, from a position where we were seemingly cruising? Yeah,
well, the worst thing that could have happened is it, I've said at the time, this is, I know it's a bit of fun and joke for some people, but for us it's I thought it was the worst thing that could possibly happen. We can't win in that situation, but we have to be better than that and nullify it. You're playing against, and no disrespect to the guy, but he's a sub goalkeeper, and he comes on and scores a 30-yard goal. David, it's embarrassing for myself, it's embarrassing for the players. There's no way we can dress it up in any other way. People will say it's a wonderful strike. The bottom line, it's embarrassing.
What does the reaction to that goal say about where the team currently are? We sit top of the league, but there's certainly no joy kicking about Starks Park this evening. We've kind of spurned 2 recent games from winning positions. Does the reaction tell you about what needs to be better mentally?
Yeah, definitely. I think mentality, the point against United was all right, because you look around and everybody's drawing that weekend and things stay the same. You're another game down the line, but today is a different feeling. A draw, in any circumstances, we want to win the game and keep the pressure on Dundee United and keep ourselves a wee bit away from them, and we didn't do that. Again, as I say to the players, I'm not saying anything that I've not said to them, but perhaps we've not handled it particularly well the last 2 games. The expectancy and thinking we can score loads of goals, but our defensive aspect at the moment, just moments in games of letting players cut inside, and the penalty kick's another one. It's just small, it's very small details. Can we get that 5 yards higher? So if it does hit your hand, you're in the box. We let Leighton McIntosh cut in far too easily. There was 2 or 3 deflections that were very close to going in. We'd been given the warning and we didn't heed them, and they get the penalty kick and score. So the mentality has to be better. I've praised the players all season on how well they've handled occasions, how well they've dug in games, but the last 2 games, mentality wise, has not been good enough, quite frankly. And when your mentality is not good, your physical attributes are, they can go as well, because it's all about leaders on the park, and you lose that first goal and you've still got the goal advantage. It can change at any moment, and we never created enough after those moments either. So at the moment, the feeling of it is disappointment, frustration, and probably for the first time this season, quite a bit of anger.
I took a wee moment thinking maybe a wee while for the interview, or people to kind of try and make sense of what unfolded, just to kind of blend into listen to what the supporters were saying. And primarily there was a message of seeing it coming, knew this was going to happen at 2-1. The goalkeeper scoring is one thing that's kind of otherworldly, but was there a sense in the bench there that actually we could fold here, or actually was there a message that wasn't executed in terms of getting higher up the park?
I think we just got complacent again. We started not moving the ball as quick as we can. We think we're trying to do little flicks around corners. We stopped doing the things that got us into the position of being 2-0 up. Again, the mentality in this game is incredible. People you have to look at the top players in the top leagues and look at them and how do they do it. They don't change things. They do the correct things most of the time and make good decisions. We made poor decisions today in the last 15-20 minutes. Again, that comes as a collective, because in the whole balance of the game and over the piece, we actually done all right in the game without setting the heather on fire. But you just can't allow yourself to succumb to poor decisions in key moments in games, because that's what makes or breaks seasons. That's what makes or breaks footballers going to the next level. And today it's disappointing. I just feel we've got that wee bit complacent, we've got that wee bit expectation on us, and we need to seriously get away tomorrow and the next day and get ready for Dunfermline, because that's going to be a heck of a hard game over there, and a very, very tough derby game, but maybe the right game for us.
What's the key improvement that's needed across this such quick turnaround, kind of 3 days? We know football's a cruel mistress. If you're feeling vulnerable, that's not the place to begin into a derby. What's going to be core for yourselves over the next 2-3 days?
Yeah, I think again, you try and look at positives, even though it's hard right now. But we've not lost the game. We're not going into it in terrible form. There's a lot of teams in a worse position than us mentally and points wise and physically and injury wise and availability of players. I think and I said to the players, you've got to, in football there's certain fundamentals that don't really come with ability, and one of them's tackling. We need to start being aggressive again and being really confident that you're going to win the ball and put your foot in, stop trying to nick the ball away from opposition to start attacks, go on the side of caution, because it'll come back and bite you. But I just feel the last maybe 2 games, our tackling and our aggressiveness is maybe believing our own hype of being a really good football team. But it doesn't matter if you're a good football team, if you can't tackle, run, match runners, win your 50-50s, then the good football goes out the window.
Does this cement your own kind of wider planning in terms of what more you're needing from this squad and what you need to add to the squad?
Yeah, it's in the boys' hands. They're the guys in possession of the jerseys right now. They're the guys that we've signed. But yeah, you find out a lot about people and a lot about players in these situations and moments in games and how they handle different situations. And if they can't handle it, then we have to get other players, and that's just the bottom line of football, unfortunately. I still 100% believe in the guys, that's for sure, and I'll support them till I'm blue in the face. Like I said, if this is a little wobble for us, then it tells me how far we've actually came in the last 6 months, but it also tells me we've got a long way to go still. 18
games played, we reached the midway point. If anyone had said at the start of the season, come January the 1st you'll be top of the league, you'll have lost 1 game in the calendar year, we wouldn't have necessarily thought we'd be sitting here with faces like this, would we? Again,
it shows you how far we've came. I think when we all go home tonight and we reflect over it tomorrow, and as disappointed as we are and frustrated as we are, we'll look at it as a whole and think it's been okay. We've done pretty well. But like I said in last week's interview, you don't come this far and do so well to whimper out, shall we say. But you're right, if somebody had told us when we walked through those doors in pre-season training the season that we would have to date, then we'd have been biting your arm off. But success breeds expectation, it breeds hunger, but we just need to be better over the piece, and that's all of us, the staff, myself, and the players. But today's a sore one, there's no getting away from it, and as I say, at the moment, we're going to have to take the hit. We said it all season that we like to have a little bit of fun with our side of it when we win, but you must remain humble and take it back when you don't.
It's part of it that we need to actually own the fact that if we're going to be championship contenders, we need to just be better.
Yeah, we do need to be better. We need to be stronger in terms of dealing with situations, that's for sure. We've got wonderful football players, and their attitude, at training and their work rate, I'll never question, because they give you absolutely everything, and they do have high demands on themselves, and they've built that up within that dressing room themselves. But we can't have what we've had in the last 2 games. You can't lose 6 goals at home. To lose 6 goals at home and not lose a game's quite remarkable, to be honest. But you just can't lose 6 goals at home, because this should be a really tough place for teams to come and score goals, never mind collect points. Now we're getting at the stage where it is a hard place for teams to certainly win a game of football, but they're scoring too many goals against us, and it doesn't matter what formation you're going to play, with 3 at the back, 4-2-3-1, whatever it is, 4-3-3. You have to be stronger. You have to be ready to go and put your body on the line and think about just the small details in the game that can make you better. And I just think we're losing too many goals at the moment at our home place.
I think fans will respect your honesty here, and that you're ready to roll the sleeves up and move us forward again.
Yeah, that's what you have to do. That's what we all have to do. Roll the sleeves up, because that's the least the supporters deserve. Because we go to East End Park now, and we know it's going to be an aggressive game. But like I said, it could be the right one for us. But I expect a huge reaction from us.
We'll catch up with you after that fixture.
Thank
Cheers,
you.
Ian.
Cheers, David.